I was refilling our sugar pot, and Jeff thought I was pouring the bag of sugar into my coffee mug.
For a very brief second, I was like, what is your life?
I was not, but it's not unlike me. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games.
And
Jeff's sitting here listening to Jamie's ridiculous lists about seasonal changes that actually have no rhyme or reason.
That's right, Jeff. It's about springtime. Look, we have a new dinosaur. And just so everybody knows, there is a dodo riding it. Before we get started today, for another one of my seasonal recommendation videos,
At least
this one,
have
of
coffee
course,
this time.
for springtime, I am wearing my springtime sweater. And yes, sweater, because it's still cold. It did, in fact, snow. Oh, it's still snowing.
Slightly.
Before we get into the list, I just need to show everybody. Guess what? Guess what this is?
I know what it is.
It's a board game box. There's a game inside the... There's a
Jamie
game
in a nutshell,
There's a
everybody.
game inside the whale's mouth. This is Licensed to Krill, and it's still in shrink, so no, I haven't played it yet. But was I expecting for it to come inside of a whale? I was not. Juno has already stolen it thrice. 3 times she's stolen it. It's currently covered in dog slime, so we gotta keep it away from her, Jeff. We gotta do better.
She hasn't chewed it up yet.
She's just been licking at it.
She did get the dino once, too.
Oh, she's such a butt. Anyways, Licensed to Krill if you need a board game that comes inside of a whale, which I think most people do.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, are you ready?
Yeah, I mean, no, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be for this shenanigans that's about to ensue.
Perfect. Jeff has coffee. I have coffee, and it's been a while, Jeff, so let's do it. What is this, a Board Games and Brew? Boardroom Game Cafe. Our seasonal recommendation videos are all about recommending games that you can play during the selected season. This season being spring, because spring has sprung.
Wait.
Yeah.
You said these games are games you can play in spring? I thought they were spring-themed games.
Well, both. Okay, Jeff, let's ease you in. Let's ease you into it. Now, if you were to think of the animal of spring, what animal am I thinking of?
Robin.
No, but that's a good one.
It is a good one.
Birds aren't animals.
Porcupine.
No.
No, the gopher thing.
No.
Groundhog.
Getting there.
Groundhog.
Kind of, but not.
These are all perfect.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm thinking. Think it's got... What? Oh.
An owl? A great horned owl.
A bunny rabbit, Jeff. You're right. The first game I'm going to recommend is called Bunny Kingdom. Because in springtime is when the bunnies,
Fornicate.
they fornicate. Exactly. And Bunny Kingdom is just,
And
there's
they
so many
fornicate
bunnies.
a lot.
A lot. And that's why Bunny
Bunnies
Kingdom
love
is perfect.
fornicating.
Bunny Kingdom is an area control game where bunnies are taking over the kingdom, and there's like 1 million at least little teeny tiny bunny minis.
There are a lot of bunny
and they're
miniature
all
meeple
colors,
things
but
in
like
there.
pink.
Yeah.
Pink is a springtime color.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd say that's more red than pink.
This.
Yeah.
No, that's pink. Anyways, Bunny Kingdom is a perfect springtime game because of bunnies. It's been a long time since I've played the game, but it's about area control. I feel like you've played it recently.
I did just play it. It is area control. You have a bunch of cards in your hand, and those cards either are plots on the grid, and then when you play them out, you're allowed to basically put one of your little people on that coordinate. And what you're trying to do is have big areas of control on this board.
Of bunnies.
And there's other cards you can play that do certain things that can produce, put a farm out, or allow you to build castles, which multiply your points, and all of these.
That's a great point, because you start your garden and your farm in the springtime. So you just solidified this is a great choice. Now this one...
that one actually wasn't too bad. I'll give you that one. I'll give you half points.
This one I think is right. But to be honest, I'm
Probably
not really a sportsy kind of person. When you think springtime sports, what are we thinking of?
Baseball.
Exactly, Jeff. And we're thinking of bottom of the ninth. Thank God.
This is a really good one.
I did not know that that was a springtime sport.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Bottom of the ninth because of baseball. Jeff and I are going to Washington, D.C. in the spring, and we are going to watch a baseball game.
We are going to a Nationals game.
Whatever that is, it's the team that I can never remember.
Washington Nationals.
The Washington Nationals. It makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's...
We're hoping to, anyway.
We're hoping to. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, the point is, baseball happens in the springtime. When I was little, it was the summertime, but, you know, the seasons, they're fickle things.
Yeah.
So in bottom of the ninth, one team is playing as the pitcher. The other team's playing as a hitter, home and away.
Yeah.
Okay? And one team is throwing pitches, and you're like trying to figure out what kind of pitch. The hitter's trying to figure out what kind of pitch.
Yeah.
Then there's a real-time element of this game where you're rolling, and you're trying to get the hitter out. This game is so much fun, and I'm so
Can I just
bad
elaborate
at it.
quickly?
Absolutely.
You're rolling dice to run around the bases.
Yep. That's true in the springtime. So we're in Canada.
Yeah, last time I checked.
Now, sometimes in Canada, you get tricked.
Here we go.
You get tricked.
When the stories get longer, the shenanigans increases.
Sometimes in Canada, you get tricked because you're like, it's spring, and then guess what happens?
That's true.
Snow.
And it's like, no, not yet.
And you want to know what that means,
What?
Jeff? You got got.
He did get caught.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think a very good spring game is you got because winter keeps creeping back,
It does.
right?
You did get caught.
Thank you, I know.
Can I tell you something about you get caught?
Yeah.
Doolin always brings up that
That
time I
time.
got him. Just for everyone's context, we played You Get Got, or Don't Get Got with our friends.
Right, don't get got is the name of the game.
Our Table Knots friends when we were in Kentucky a few years ago, or a couple years ago. And one of my cards was to get someone to take a selfie with me. And so we got to this amazing cabin up in the mountains, and everyone was all excited. We had started playing Don't Get Got, and I go to Doolin, who is the sweetest human being on the planet. I said, Doolin, let's go right over to this ledge and get this awesome photo together. And he was so excited.
He was so happy.
So he does this. He's got a big smile on his face, and then he takes the photo, and I said, "Ha, gotcha."
Gotcha.
And he was so upset.
Yeah, he got
He
got.
still brings it up. He was like, "You just took that photo."
Jeff, do you know when we went there? In the springtime.
Yeah, we did.
So there you go. So in the springtime is when the trees, they start sprouting them leaves. Am I right?
Yep.
And do you know what is so tempting to do with leaves?
Pick 'em.
Don't you just want to reach out?
And grab them.
Grab them.
Ah,
Ha,
ah,
ha. Do you know where I'm going with this?
fast loss.
Fast Sloths is a great springtime game. First of all, it's green because Friedman Freeze loves green, including his hair is green. I don't know if you knew that.
I did know that.
But really, any Friedman Freeze could fit in this because green is a springtime color, and you pick leaves in the springtime because you're like, life!
Life, let me kill you.
Exactly. Fast Sloths is a pick up and deliver game where you're a sloth. You're riding on a bunch of different animals grabbing leaves.
What did you call it?
Fast Sloths?
No, a pick. Did you say a pick 'em deliver?
Pick up and deliver.
I thought you said pick 'em deliver. I was like, that's not what it is.
Pick them. Yeah, you pick them and then you deliver. You're not picking them up. You're picking them. Fast Sloths.
These are all not that bad.
Thanks, Jeff.
Where's the shenanigans? Did you decide to retire that?
Oh, here's a good one. We just went through this a
Sure.
couple days ago, and it's making us feel very tired,
Ugh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Daylight savings.
yeah. I hate it.
But you know what that means? When daylight savings happens, the sun rises earlier
Later.
or later.
It sets later. Wait.
When does it rise?
Wait. Now I'm confused. We went ahead an hour.
Yeah.
So it sets later.
Spring ahead.
It sets later.
Rises earlier.
Rises later. It would be both.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The game is rising sun. Because
Oh.
in the springtime, the sun rises.
Later.
Or earlier. Honestly, I don't really know.
I mean, it doesn't really matter for the context of the game because the game is rising sun, not rising sun later.
Exactly. But the point is, Rising Sun's a perfect springtime game, and I'll tell you why. Because the sun does rise in the spring. Also, it
And
has...
summer.
and
And
a
winter.
summer.
And fall.
I doubt some of those are true. Springtime is when the mists do arise because people come out of their winter slumber and they're a little groggy. And the Shintos may worship.
Jeez.
So that's the next
There's
one.
the shenanigans.
Do you think that's a
That
good
would be a great sequel to Rising Sun. Rising Sun later.
Rising Sun, Daylight Savings Edition.
Yeah, Daylight Savings Edition.
So, Jeff, here's a good one. We've already talked about this. Friedman Freeze's favorite color is?
Green.
Yep. And green is definitely a springtime color.
Or summer.
So anybody that is repping green is a winner. So green team wins is the next springtime game. Because, Jeff, the green wins in the spring. In the fall, orange, red, brown. In the winter, white, blue. In the summer, neon.
Green.
But in the spring, it's green. So green team wins is a great springtime
green in
game.
The summer too.
It's a party game. People are getting out of their houses
well, it's
in
so
the
Clover,
spring.
it's green.
And that would work.
And St. Patrick's Day is in the spring.
No. When is St. Patrick's Day?
In the spring.
It doesn't matter. The point is, green team wins is a great springtime game because of the color green, and you're a winner.
What about Banish the Snake since it's about St. Patrick?
But it's so brown. Anyways, green team wins. Basically, you're just trying to herd mentality. That's a different game, but
doesn't apply here.
Doesn't apply here. No, cows could be spring. What is the first thing that starts popping up from the ground?
Worms.
In the spring.
Worms.
No.
Worms.
Think
it's
different.
100% worms.
Think different.
Worms.
Think different. Think zombies.
It's worms or dandelions.
Think
That's
about
it.
Mushrooms.
No, mushrooms are not. No.
So in the springtime, the fungus is it's a fun guy.
No, there's so much more fungus in the fall.
It's punching its way through the soil, and it's like, I'm here, it's spring, come eat me, and turn into a zombie. So for this, I actually have quite a few recommendations.
There's a lot of mushroom games.
Due to the recent increase in mushroom games, we have Mycelia, we have Mycelium, we have probably another one called Mycelium, honestly. We have Wonderwoods. I think one's called Undergrove. And I'm pretty sure there's so many more.
I don't know what you're even on about anymore.
Mushroom games are great for the springtime, Jeff.
Fall.
So you could pick your mushroom game. Okay, don't eat them because they're gross. But pick your mushroom game. Good. We've been trying to force ourselves to eat more mushrooms. I gotta tell you, I don't like it.
There's apparently one that tastes just like chicken.
Does it?
It's like a big red one, orangey looking one here locally that people go and hunt.
It's a local?
Yeah. It's like a big thing here.
They hunt them?
Yeah, like finding the trees that have that big... I can't remember what it's called.
Something. I don't want to eat that.
Chicken of the Woods is what it's called.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah, people go around here locally and like try and find that stuff. Apparently it's delicious.
I'm sorry, but what if you accidentally get... Does that not look like it's from The Last of Us? One of the clickers?
No, it's called Chicken of the Woods. Like, people like literally walk around trying to find it. It's that good. I'm serious. I'm not making this up.
I believe you, Jeff, but mushroom
I kind of want to try it.
Mushrooms. Anyways, the point is, remember when we were talking about like how you're like, it's spring, it's winter.
Yeah,
how does it make you feel?
Annoyed.
Yeah. And what's another emotion?
Any emotion?
Yeah, but like think you're annoyed, you're angry. You're
frustrated.
You rage more.
Jesus, Jamie, give me a break.
Rage more is, because it's raining and you're like, oh, okay, finally, we're out of the winter. And then you're like, spring, and suddenly it's snowing. And then it'll be spring again, and then guess what? It rains, and it rains, and it rains.
I agree with all of this.
You get madder and madder and madder.
Yeah.
And you rage.
More
than you usually do.
Sure.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, you know when in the spring you're like, oh, it's so nice, and then it snows, and you're already raging.
You've done this 3 times now.
But you're already raging.
I've already raged more.
You've already raged more. What was the other one about it?
Raged more.
And you already got God.
If it was raged more too, I would have died.
That would have been funny. So you already raged more. You already got God.
Yeah.
But it's just starting to feel like this.
A cycle. A circle.
It's the loop, honestly.
It's a loop. Yeah.
It's a loop. That's how it feels. The Loop is a game. It's a co-op game that's impossible to win.
It's set in the winter. You're
thinking of Tales from the Loop.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of the Loop.
My bad.
Okay?
Yeah.
In the Loop, there is this thing that you put cubes down. That's how I feel in spring.
Is it Dr.
Facilier.
No. It's something like that, though.
Yeah, Dr.
Foe?
Fozilla.
No, Fozilla is the expansion.
The expansion. Anyways, it's a loop, which makes you rage more, and every time it happens, you got.
That game is so impossibly hard.
It's really fun, though. In the fall, all of the animals, they just go away to wherever they're going. And then the winter happens, they're just sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's spring, and it's time to search for
food.
The lost species. Because you got to wake them up. Springtime, got to wake up. It's time to wake up, bear. Or
They're getting
couscous.
up.
Or
Anyway.
whatever. Search for Lost Species is a super fun game, and it's about a species that got lost.
Jamie loves this game right now, and she's just trying to
I'll do anything to talk about it.
ease her way into figuring out how to talk about it.
I'll do anything to talk about it because it is so much fun, but it is a springtime game because it's very green.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, do you have any springtime recommendations?
Yep, I do actually have one.
Tell me.
Do you know what? It's, I guess it's spring. What happens every season for you?
Oh, I get sleepy.
You go into a fantasy world.
Yeah.
My springtime game is Fantasy Realms.
Well, it's not just spring, though. It's in all seasons.
Because it's sitting right next to me, and that's what I saw.
Raptor could be a good one.
Boop's a good one, because in the spring, you get a little bit more light into the house, and the cats like to lay in the sun.
Yeah. I've used the Calico one for a few seasons because of the same thing.
For a few seasons.
Because of the same thing. Those are a bunch of more games that you can play in the springtime.
Say that again in English.
Those are a bunch of more games that you yourself can. Also, Garden Guest. That's a great springtime game. But I work for this company, but I still think it's a great.
Also, Spectre Ops.
Also, Jeff, what do you do in the spring? You Spectre Ops.
You ops the
And
Spectre.
if you're not opsing your specters, I don't even know what you're doing in the springtime.
Sounds sexual.
Honestly. These are games for the season. Okay, we'll be back again. I would love to do this. I said this in the last video, but I hadn't thought about it. But I like to do it for another topic. So once again, just put them in the comments. Throw them out there.
What do you mean?
What
another
kind of
topic?
recommendations do you need? I've given you so many seasonal
Oh,
recommendations.
you want to change away from the season. Got it.
Well, it could. I don't know. It could.
We
Basically.
could do holidays.
We can do holidays. We can do whatever you want. You let me know. Okay? Jeff is gonna enjoy it, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You should do one.
I'm good.
Okay. That's everything that we have for you today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games, like any of the amazing springtime games that I mentioned today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is
The Boardroom Game Cafe. Oh yeah.
They have new mugs.
They do have new mugs. I really wanted those blue ones, but they don't have them.
Yeah, same. Kat, are you watching? If you are, how do we get those blue mugs? The ones that you actually serve in the cafe.
Blue mugs.
Blue mugs are best. They're the best blue. Do you like snacks?
I do.
Where people get snacks?
Munchpak.
That's correct. They have springtime snacks.
They do have springtime
Boxes
snacks.
come every month,
Yep.
every season. No problem. If you like what you see,
Please subscribe.
we hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
Happy spring. I thought we were going to the Capitol. Isn't the whole city the Capitol?
They have a Capitol building.
Oh. That sounds like a nice springtime
The
activity.
U.S. Capitol.
Capitol? Oh my God, I'm amazing.
You unintentionally nailed this one.
Unintentionally nailed it. All right, Jeff, here's one.
I almost dropped my coffee all over.
Jeff. Snakes are more of a summertime creature. I think. They like it
I've
hot.
seen them way more in the spring than
They
I do
like
in the
it
summer.
hot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, I can tell what you've got on your mind.
Well, you said
You're like the bunnies
when you-
in Bunny Kingdom.
I am very much like the bunnies. That's not what I was doing, but I did.
If I were a squirrel, I would be the best squirrel.